You see her scrolling, stopping on a face she recognizes, a man she knew 15 years ago. Back then he was nobody, broke, unpolished, invisible to her. Now look at him, built, successful, something in his eyes that wasn't there before. She screenshots the photo, not to mock him, to mourn what she missed. You see this everywhere now. Women in their late 30s, their 40s, looking backward, rethinking, reconsidering. Because 15 years ago, she had options, too many options, and he wasn't one of them. She chose differently. She chose older. She chose established. She chose what made sense at the time. And the guy her age, she didn't even see him. He was background noise, a boy in a room full of men. Now she's 42, and everything looks different. Subscribe to Voices of the Forgotten, where human behavior is explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives finally come to light. Drop your city below. Atlanta, Toronto, Birmingham. Have you seen this pattern? Tell me in the comments. Let's go back to when it started. She's 18, maybe 19, and the world is hers. She walks into a room and gravity shifts. Men notice. Older men, younger men, every man. She doesn't ask for attention. It finds her. It follows her. It won't leave her alone. Psychology calls this peak attraction window. For most women, this is it, 18 to 25, sometimes a few years more. The window where doors open without knocking, where things come easy, too easy. Men in their 30s approach her, men in their 40s, men with money, men with status, men with everything her age mates don't have. And the guys her age, she looks right through them. They're still figuring life out, still broke, still unsure, still becoming. She tells her friends, "Why would I date a guy my age who can't even take me out? I need a man, not a boy. I need someone who can take care of me." They all nod. It makes sense. At 22, it makes perfect sense. Here's what she learned early. Her beauty opens doors. Her youth is currency, and older men will pay a premium for it. Jobs came easy. Opportunities appeared. Men bought dinners she didn't finish, gave gifts she didn't ask for, opened doors she didn't touch. And slowly, something shifted inside her. Not confidence. Something sharper. A belief. I am the table. Men come to me. My beauty speaks for itself. Why would I settle for less? Psychology calls this inflated self-perception. When external validation comes too easy, you start believing you're above the market, that the rules don't apply to you, that this will last forever. Now let's talk about him. The guy she ignored, 22, 25, nothing to show yet, no car worth mentioning, no apartment worth bringing her to, no status, no leverage. He's not lazy, he's just early, still building, still grinding, still invisible. He watches her choose older men, men who've had 20 more years to build, men who started where he is now. And he wonders, what's the point? He questions himself, his value, his timing, his worth, not realizing the game is rigged by time, not ability. But time doesn't stop for anyone, not for her, not for him. She hits 30, still beautiful. But the attention, it's quieter now. 35. She notices younger women getting what she used to get. The stares, the gifts, the easy doors. The older men she used to attract, they're still chasing 22. Because they can. Because that's what they always wanted. Youth, not her. Psychology calls this the depreciation of sexual market value. Harsh term, Harsh truth. What opened doors at 22 doesn't open them at 42. She built a career, maybe a business. She's not struggling, but she's alone, and the men she wants now don't want her back. She goes online. The men her age with status, they're matching with women 15 years younger. Sound familiar? It should. She did the same thing when she was them. And then she sees him. The guy from 15 years ago, the one she ignored, the one she looked right through. He's 40 now. And look at him. Built, traveled, successful. The version of the older men she chased. He became that. He has everything she used to chase. But now it's in a man her age. A man she could have grown with, built with, if she had chosen differently. But here's the twist. Here's what no one talks about. He's not looking at her anymore. He's looking at women half his age, just like the men she chose over him. She watches him do exactly what was done to her. And she can't even be angry, because she taught him this. They all taught him this. The cycle continues. She ignored him at 22. He ignores her at 40. He's doing what works, what always worked, what she proved works. And now she understands something too late. Age doesn't mean maturity. Old doesn't mean loyal. Money doesn't mean love. The men she ignored weren't broken. They were just early. They didn't have resources, but they had time, potential, maybe even loyalty she'll never know. She chose finish lines over starting blocks, chose polish over potential, chose now over later, and later came without her. She's not alone in this. Look around. Her friends, same story, different men, same ending, some of them settled. Married men they don't desire, just to not be alone, just to have something. Some of them didn't settle, and they sit alone, wondering if pride was worth it. Psychology calls this temporal discounting, choosing immediate rewards over future value. She chose what felt good at 22, not what would last until 42. If she could go back, what would she tell herself? Would she even listen? Probably not. And right now, somewhere, a 22-year-old woman is making the same choice, ignoring the same guy, chasing the same older men, believing she's different, believing it will last, and a 22-year-old man is being ignored. Working, building, waiting. His time will come. And when it does, he won't look back either. The circle never breaks. She ignored him when she had power. He ignores her when he has power. Both doing what the market taught them. Both doing what works. She wasn't wrong to want security. She wasn't stupid. She just didn't understand depreciation. Didn't understand that what she had was a loan, not a permanent account. And now she knows. Youth was leverage, and she spent it on men who only wanted the youth. Not her. Never her. He didn't wait for her. He built himself. Found someone who saw him early, or found someone younger who sees him now. Either way, she's not in the story, and that's the part no one prepared her for. Not the loneliness, the irrelevance. Being on the other side of the door she used to walk through. She used to stop traffic. Now she crosses it like everyone else. If this explains something you've seen but couldn't name, subscribe to Voices of the Forgotten. Like this if you've watched this cycle play out. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. She didn't lose him. She never chose him. And by the time she understood his value, he had already learned hers. This is Voices of the Forgotten, where human behavior is explained, where patterns, emotions, and hidden motives finally come to light.